Well, I know this is an old line, but this person absolutely, especially here on the East End and in the film community, needs no introduction. Barbara Kopple. Barbara, welcome to the film festival.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I love the film festival, and I love the Hamptons.
I know the last time I think out, you did the documentary, which was unbelievable. It was a great
Yeah,
piece.
I did in the year 2001. It was a pretty heavy film out here, right after 9/11, and I did building up to 9/11, and I think one of the last scenes I got in that was I was filming Julian Schnabel on the 9th, and he was painting, and he was in Montauk, and I just asked him, "Do you dream?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "Lately I've been dreaming about planes hitting a building."
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I said, "Really?" And then, 2 days later that happened, and the two of us saw each other and we were speechless about it.
And you captured that on film.
Of course, I don't tell anything unless it's on film.
Absolutely, very good. If not, we'll fix it and edit, right?
No.
Only kidding. But this movie that you're involved with today, and you've been, several Academy Awards, and your filmography is amazing. I mean, it's incredible. It has such depth, and very proud
nice of you to
very
say.
proud of you.
Nice.
And you're here with us, which is great. Running from Crazy, and it's about Ernest Hemingway and his descendants, and it's an amazing, unbelievable story about, they must have that extra gene or whatever it is for not only creativity but for
Beauty.
Beauty, yes. Beauty and rugged beauty, and as well as delicate beauty, both sides.
Yeah.
But what brought you to this to make this documentary?
Well, I was asked by a woman at the OWN network, Lisa, who was a really good friend of Mariel Hemingway's, and she said, "How would you like to do a film on your family?" And Mariel said, "Come on, no way, my family's crazy. Nobody wants that." And she said, "Well, I think I may have Barbara Kopple who's interested." And I asked Mariel had heard of me. And she said, "Well, okay, I'll meet with her." And so we had breakfast together, and we were like two old girlfriends by the end of it. So it was wonderful. And for me, it was really important because I wanted to do something that just wasn't the traditional, I've read Ernest Hemingway books, or, there have been some things in magazines. I wanted to go deep. I wanted to go underneath. I wanted to see what made the Hemingways tick.
Right.
And the great thing is Mariel was game for that too. She said, "I want to go deep." She said, "We as a family don't know anything about Ernest. We haven't read his books. My parents never talked about him other than to say he was a famous writer, and he went to World War II, and he was a hunter, and those kinds of things." And her daughters, Langley and Dree, had never read Ernest Hemingway.
That's amazing.
And she said it's time that they knew about their family future. It's imperative that they know about it. And so she wanted to do this, and I wanted to do this. And
in any work you undertake, unlike a lot of people that do things, they do it, by rote or robotic, but you actually put your heart, your soul, every bit of essence into it, and it comes across. Like you actually could see it when the product is on the screen and you're sitting in the theater. You actually see that it was crafted by somebody that has a soul, and somebody that actually gets into the character quite deeply, or into the subject matter. And your feeling about documentaries is extremely solid. I mean, and since we're here and we're big believers of the documentary, could you just reflect a little bit about what that art form means as an American art form?
I think the documentary is one of the most special art forms we have, because there's no script, You're allowed to go on a journey. You never know what's going to happen, and you just have to be there and be fast enough not to miss anything. And you also have to be the first one there and the last one to leave at the end of the day, and really try to connect to the people that you're filming, but allow them to be who they are. And I just feel very honored and blessed that people will open up to me so much in doing these films and allow me to do them.
Yeah, you're like a psychiatrist with a camera. It's unbelievable. But
Well, I studied clinical psychology in college, and my son is now a psychiatrist for children and adolescents.
And I think it shows. It shows that the particular sensitivity and the fact that you actually sort of delve a lot deeper than just the, at the surface. And
well, I have a love of people. I really care about people, and I feel passionate about people, and I'm curious about people. So.
And at the end of this movie, you got, I was a fan of Ernest Hemingway, his writing, and of course the younger Hemingways in their movie pieces, and I followed, the gossip stuff and all of that, and rooted for them when they got in trouble and to get out of trouble. But it's amazing because you learned a lot more. You learned how really fragile being in that dynamic in that family is. Because sometimes you say, well, if you were born into a family of notoriety, as this family certainly is, that it's going to be, clear sailing for the rest of your lives, and you're going to have no problems. And as a result, what came across is they have all of the issues that a regular person has, and then some. And I really applaud your work, and I'm looking forward to your continued products that you're going to bring to us. Again, it's Running from Crazy, a documentary. It's 100 minutes, and it is it's being distributed.
It's opening November 1st in New York, and in LA and Chicago and San Francisco in theaters, and I'm just so delighted and so happy, and hopefully this film will heal a lot of people and make it so that there's a lot of discussion and there's no taboo about mental illness and suicide.
Correct. And we highly recommend it. Go see it. Again, it's Running from Crazy, Barbara Kopple, and we really enjoy that. You're proud that you're here.
You're a wonderful, warm interviewer.
Thank you.